Students, we'll wait for another 5 minutes. 5 sharp. We'll start our session. Okay. Meanwhile, we'll wait. Say your friends and inform all your friends to join, so that it will be useful for you and for all for sharing knowledge and having a great gaming experience in today's event. So kindly inform in all your school groups or other personal groups that you have to join your friends, so that they will be also benefited with very good knowledge. We'll wait for 5 minutes, then 5 we'll start. Sharon Jennifer, are you ready? Is your mic audible? Yokesh, is my voice audible, Yokesh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Shrutilekha, is everything ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Students, you also encourage all your friends, so that within 5 we'll get a good number of strength in this meet. Nisha, can we start? Shrutilekha, start
Yes,
பண்ணலாமா?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, good evening to one and all present here. I'm Vijay Raj from AADS Department, Assistant Professor. On behalf of Ishwari Engineering College, this is our second school outreach program. On behalf of Ishwari Engineering College and as well as AADS Department, I welcome all the students and also a warm welcome on behalf of our HOD and beloved staff. It is an immense pleasure to welcome all the students from different areas of expert and different areas in and around Chennai for this wonderful gaming experience and wonderful knowledge sharing experience through our department. So I request you all to have a great experience and as well as to share your knowledge in as well as in chat box and having this session as a useful session in your life. Hope so. Our students are well prepared with a very good menu and list of things that you will be more impressed in assuming this gaming experience. And make sure everyone, if you have any queries or any doubt on the spot, you can ask in your chat box, so that this program will be a lively session. Over to you. We want a lively session and an interactive session. Idle session will not bring you a very good gaming experience, but gaming experience is nothing but sharing knowledge as well as having a good interaction between you and the students. And on once again, on behalf of all, and it is so immense pleasure to welcome Sharon, Jennifer, Shrutileka, and Yokesh and Indusha from and Pillara Kirtana from our departments, and many more students who are working behind for this program, in coordinating and hosting this program. Thank you, and I welcome you to this wonderful session. And I'm handing over this session to Shruti Lekha, and over to you, Shruti Lekha, and she will be coordinating this session and explaining what are the importance and values and the modules present in this session. Over to you, Shruti Lekha. Welcome, students.
Thank you, sir, and good evening to everyone. I hope this session will be very fun and informative. So, my teammates are Jennifer, Yogeshwaran, and Indusha. Today, Yogesh will be giving an intro of what game development is and about Unity. Unity is a software that we are going to use in game development today. And then we are going to have a sample game, and then we'll be playing a fun-filled game, and Indusha will be conducting it. So if you have any doubts, feel free to message in the chat box. Tamil leda solanona purilana kelunga. We'll also explain in Tamil also. So over to Yogesh.
Thank you, Sutileka. Once again, let me screen share the PowerPoint.
Yokesh?
Yes, sir. Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, my dear student. Students, if you have any doubts or any questions which been answered, you can answer in the chat box so that we'll have a great fun session today. Okay, Yokesh, all the best.
Thank you, sir. Is my screen visible? Hello?
Screen is visible, Yogesh.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good morning. Today we'll be looking. Sorry. Good morning. Today we'll be learning about game development, and we'll also be having a brief intro on Unity. So these are the contents we'll be going through today. We'll be looking into the introduction to game development and also game engine. And Unity is a game engine, so we'll see how to download it, and then we'll see a sample game. So what's game development? Game development is the art of creating games and describes the design, development, and release of a game. A game developer could be a programmer, a sound designer, an artist, a designer, or many other roles available in the industry. Game development can be undertaken by a large game development studio or by a single individual as well. It can be a small game or even a large game like Call of Duty. So what's game engine? Basically, a game's base is game engine. Without the game engine, you can't play a game or create one. So a game engine is a software framework primarily designed for the development of video games and generally includes relevant libraries and support programs. The engine terminology is similar to the term software engine used in the software industry. Game engine can also refer to the development industry software utilizing this framework, typically offering a suite of tools and features for game developing. Developers can use game engines to construct games for video game consoles and other types of computers. The core functionality typically provided by a game engine may include a rendering engine, also known as a renderer, for 2D or 3D graphics. A physics engine or a collision detection or a collision response, sound scripting, animation, and artificial intelligence are used for making games, which are part of the game engine. So let's have a look into a sample game engine, which is Unity. So what's Unity? It's a cross-platform game engine developed by Unity Technologies. It was founded by Copenhagen by Nicholas Francis. Its story began on an OpenGL forum in May 2002, where Francis posted a call for collaborators on an open source handling compiler. It was Antti, then a high school student in Berlin, who responded. The plan was to start a game studio grounded in robust tech infrastructure that could be licensed as well. So these are the features of Unity. It's used for creating and destroying game objects. For example, a car. When you play a game, there'll be a car. That's actually a game object. So with Unity, you can create or destroy that object, access the components. So you can modify the components of the car. With Unity, it's very easy. Dealing with vector variables and timing variables. And then physics oriented events. It's Unity is very good for doing physics simulations, and its physics engine is very good, so you can do realistic things using Unity. Let's have a look on how to download and install Unity. uh, எது one student has asked for the overview in Tamil, so I'll explain it again in Tamil. Which language is used in Unity? Usually C hash or C sharp is used in Unity. So yeah, ஸோ யாரும் தமிழ் கேட்டிருந்தீங்க, அதுக்கு சொல்லிடுறேன். கேம் டெவலப்மெண்ட்னா என்ன? கேம் டெவலப்மெண்ட்னா லைக் பேசிக்கலி எப்படி கேம் பண்ணுறது அதெல்லாம். இப்போ ஒரு சவுண்ட் டிசைனர், கேம் டெவலப்பர் யாரை வேணா இருக்கலாம், ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராமராக இருக்கலாம், வரையற அவங்க ஆர்டிஸ்டாக இருக்கலாம், ஒரு சவுண்ட் இன்ஜினியர் யாரா வேணா கேம் டெவலப்பராக இருக்கலாம். ஏதாவது ஒரு கம்பெனி வந்து லைக் ஒரு சிங்கிள் இண்டிவிஜுவல் ஆர் பெரிய கம்பெனி கூட கேம் எடுத்து பண்ணலாம். ஸோ கேம் இன்ஜின், இப்போ ஒரு கேம் ஓடுதுன்னா அந்த கேமோட பேஸ் வந்து கேம் இன்ஜின் தான் வந்து அது பார்த்துக்கும். அந்த கேம் இருக்கிற ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ்லாம் எப்படி ஃபங்க்ஷன் ஆகணும், அதெல்லாம் வந்து இந்த கேம் இன்ஜின் தான் வந்து லைக் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணும். ஸோ நிறைய டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் கேம் இன்ஜின் இருக்கு. அன்ரியல் இன்ஜின், யூனிட்டி. இப்போ பப்ஜிலாம் நீங்க லான்ச் பண்ணீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு காட்டும் அன்ரியல் இன்ஜின். ஸோ அது ஒரு கேம் இன்ஜின் தான். ஸோ பப்ஜிலாம் வந்து லைக் யூனிட்டி சாரி அன்ரியல் வச்சு தான் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. ஸோ ஒன் ஆஃப் த கேம் இன்ஜின் வந்து யூனிட்டி. ஸோ யூனிட்டி யார் கண்டுபிடிச்சா? கோப்பன்ஹேகன் ஒருத்தர் வந்து ஒரு கம்பெனி இருக்கு, அவங்க தான் கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்க. ஓப்பன் ஜிஎல்ன்றது வந்து ஒரு ஓப்பன் சோர்ஸ் கேம் இன்ஜின். ஓப்பன் சோர்ஸ் ரெண்டரர் அது. ஸோ அதோட ஃபாரம்ல வந்து லைக் ஒருத்தர் போஸ்ட் போட்டிருந்தார், இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கேம் இன்ஜின் பண்றதுக்கு வந்து லைக் ஒரு டீம் மாதிரி வேணும் அப்படின்னு. ஸோ அது கொஞ்சம் பேர் ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. அவங்கள வச்சு ஒரு டீமா ஃபார்ம் ஆகி யூனிட்டி ஃபார்ம் ஆச்சு. ஸோ ஃபீச்சர்ஸ் ஆஃப் யூனிட்டி வச்சு நீங்க கேம் ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ் டெலிட் ஆர் கிரியேட் பண்ணலாம். கேம் ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ்னா என்னன்னா லைக் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஒரு கேம்ல ஒரு கார் இருக்குன்னா அது ஒரு கேம் ஆப்ஜெக்ட். நீங்க அதை இந்த கேம்ல எடுத்துக்கலாம். அது என்ன நீங்க புதுசா இன்னொரு ஒரு கார் கூட தூக்கி போகலாம். ஆக்சஸ் த காம்பனன்ட்ஸ். நீங்க அந்த காரை வந்து எப்படி வேணா மாடிஃபை பண்ணிக்கலாம். கலர் மாத்திக்கலாம், ஒரு வீல் டிசைன் என்ன வேணா சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்கலாம். பிசிக்ஸ் ஓரியன்டட் ஈவெண்ட்ஸ்னா இப்போ கேம் இன்ஜின் கூட வந்து பிசிக்ஸ் இன்ஜின்னு வரும். ஸோ இப்போ நம்ம ரியல் லைஃப்ல வந்து பிசிக்ஸ் பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் எல்லா திங்ஸும் ஒர்க் ஆகுது. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க ஒரு கேம் பண்றீங்கன்னா ரியலிஸ்டிக்கா இருக்கிறதுக்கு பிசிக்ஸ் இன்ஜின் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஸோ அதுக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். ஸோ எப்படி டவுன்லோட் பண்ணணும்னு பார்ப்போம். First search for Unity in Google. You will be getting this link, download Unity Hub. If you're using Windows, just go for Windows option. Then just run the setup. If you want to change the destination folder, you can browse for it and then select the desired folder and then install. After installation, you can finish and run Unity Hub. So if you want to install a Unity editor, it will just show a prompt when you open the Unity Hub. Just select the desired location where you want to install the Unity editor, and then you can proceed to install. The size is 4.76 GB, so make sure you have the good internet. It will take some time to install. Also, make sure you log into. Also, make sure you log into your Unity so that you can sync with the assets from the Unity asset store and the Unity Hub which you have installed in here. Okay. I'll explain how to install Unity in Tamil once again. ஸோ கூகுளில் போய்ட்டு யூனிட்டின்னு போடுங்க. தென் இங்கே மல்டிபிள் லிங்க்ஸ் தெரியும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லிங்க்லேயும் போகலாம், கீழே இருக்க யூனிட்டி டவுன்லோட் யூனிட்டி ஹப்னு இருக்கும், அதுக்குள்ளேயும் போகலாம். அதுக்கு போனால் டவுன்லோட் ஃபார் விண்டோஸ் இதை கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா செட்டப் டவுன்லோட் ஆகும். செட்டப் டபுள் கிளிக் பண்ணிங்கன்னா இந்த மாதிரி ஓப்பன் ஆகும். ஐ அக்ரி கொடுத்ததுக்கு அப்புறமா இங்கே டெஸ்டினேஷன் ஃபோல்டர்னு காட்டும். ஸோ இப்போ டிஃபால்ட்டாக சி டிரைவில் ஸ்டோர் ஆகும். உங்களுக்கு வேணும்னா நீங்கள் டி டிரைவ் அந்த மாதிரி சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அதை மாற்றி சேஞ்ச் பண்ணதுக்கப்புறம் யூ கேன் இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணி முடிச்சதுக்கப்புறம் ஃபினிஷ் பண்ணிடுங்க. ஃபினிஷ் பண்ணிட்டு நீங்கள் யூனிட்டி ஆப் ஓப்பன் பண்ண உடனே ஒரு பாக்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரி ஓப்பன் ஆகும். அதில் நீங்கள் வந்து யூனிட்டி எடிட்டர் வந்து இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணுறதுக்கு வெர்ஷன் காட்டும். நீங்கள் வந்து டிஃபால்ட்டாக சி டிரைவில் தான் போவோம். நீங்கள் ஃபோல்டர் இன்கேஸ் வேணும்னா சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்கலாம். இந்த ஐகான் கொடுத்து சேஞ்ச் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறமா இன்ஸ்டால் யூனிட்டி எடுத்து நீங்கள் கொடுத்துக்கலாம். ஸோ இப்போ அதோட சைஸ் வந்து 4.76 GB. ஸோ நல்ல இன்டர்நெட் இருக்கான்னு பார்த்துக்கோங்க. அண்ட் லாகின் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்களான்னு செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க யூனிட்டி ஹப்பில். பிகாஸ் இப்போ அசட் ஸ்டோர்னு ஒன்று இருக்குது யூனிட்டியில். இதில் நீங்கள் போடுற அசட்ஸையும் அந்த யூனிட்டி ஹப்பும் வந்து சிங்க் ஆகிறதுக்கு யூனிட்டி லாகின் பண்ணியிருக்கணும் ஹப்பில். ஸோ மேக் ஷூர் யூ சைன் இன். So app installation முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் once the installation is over, you can create a new project. And then so I've already created a project. Okay, how to sign up? I'll show you how to sign up. Just search for Unity in Google. There will be an option, a website to create Unity ID. So here is the option. If you don't have a Unity ID, it says create one. Select create one, then enter the email ID, password. So these are the requirements for the password. One caps letter, then at least one number. Enter the username. Make sure it's if you can enter any username, this is the name that will be shown to other people on the Unity forum or the community. So you can select a desired username. It will become red if it's already used. So make sure you use a name that's not used already. You can just enter your full name. Okay. So once you have entered all the mail, it will send a confirmation mail. Log into your Gmail. Here is the link to confirm your mail for Unity. So make sure you click this. Then you have to verify if you're not a robot and proceed. Once that's done, you have verified your mail, then log in with your mail and password. Yeah, that's it. Did you guys understand how to sign up?
If anybody has any doubts, you can send a message in the chat box if you want. If you want us to explain it Tamil or something. And make sure before installing that you have enough space in your computer, that you have a nice processor, and also that you have a nice graphics card also, because these things are very important to have have Unity engine running. So make sure you have these before installing the game.
Because if you have a slow processor, the rendering time may take a lot of, it should take a lot of time to render these objects. So
yeah, if you don't have a great graphics card, it will take very much time to download your game. உங்களுக்கு பார்க்க சரியா இருக்காது அந்த மாதிரிலாம் இருக்கும். ஸோ ரொம்ப நேரம் டைம் ஆச்சுன்னா கேம் வர டைம் ஆகும். ஸோ நீங்க நல்ல கிராஃபிக்ஸ் கார்டு வச்சிருந்தீங்கன்னா யூ வில் ஹாவ் your rendering time will be very less and you will get your game will load faster.
yeah, so once you have logged in, you can create. Shahjahan will explain about that tomorrow. We'll go for the basics. This Core i5 processor good for game development. Yeah. Which generation is your processor, Vaibhav? Once you have signed up on account, then you can. Yes, Hemant, you can do that. Oh, if it's 11 gen, then that's good. It'll do fine. Okay, so once you have installed the editor, you can create a new project using this create new project key. i3 5th gen i3 5th gen கொஞ்சம் ஸ்லோவாக தான் இருக்கும். லைக் வரும் பட் ரொம்ப ஸ்டார்டர் ஆகும். So yeah, if after clicking the new project, it will show all the samples which comes with the Unity. Here's a Lego game. We'll see that in the end. That's a sample scene. So for creating an empty scene, you have to select 3D or 2D if you're creating a 2D game, 3D if you're creating a 3D game. Then you have to click on select project. Sorry, create project. After that, you can change the name of the project to the desired name you want, and also the location where you want to store it. It usually takes a lot of storage, so make sure you have enough storage on the drive where you're storing it. So I have already created a scene, which I open right now. So this is how it looks after creating a scene. So by default, it will be like this. Is a scene where you will put the game objects. I'll explain what game objects are and other things. So when you create an empty scene, there will be two game objects, which is the light source, which is over here, and then the camera. So the camera shows which part should be displayed, or எந்த பார்ட் வந்து உங்களுக்கு தெரியணும் நீங்க கேம் ஆடுறப்போ. ஸோ இதுதான் வந்து அந்த கேமரா காட்டும். ஸோ யூ கேன் சேஞ்ச் இட் இஃப் யூ வாண்ட். These are the access points. Like இது வந்து y axis, சாரி இது x axis, இது y axis, இது z axis. So you can increase the scale on the desired axis if you want. So scale now you increase the size of the camera. Okay, once again I'll explain it in Tamil. நீங்க வந்து இப்போ யூனிட்டியில் எப்படி ஒரு சீன் கிரியேட் பண்ணீங்க, நியூ ப்ராஜெக்ட்னு ஒன்று இருக்கா, இங்கே கிளிக் பண்ணீங்கன்னா இதில் காட்டும் டெம்ப்ளேட்ஸ்லாம் சாம்பிள் டெம்ப்ளேட்ஸ்லாம் காட்டும் இதில். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஸோ இங்கே லேர்னிங்கில் போனீங்கன்னா கேம் லெகோ கேம் இருக்கும், ஷூட்டிங் கேம் இதெல்லாம் இருக்கும். சாம்பிளில் வந்து ஒரு சீன் மாதிரி போட்டு வச்சுருப்பாங்க. அண்ட் தென் இதில் தான் வந்து நீங்கள் இப்போ ஒரு எம்டி சீன் கிரியேட் பண்ணுவீங்க. அதில் தான் வந்து லைக் யூஸ்வலி கேம்ஸ் பண்ணலாம். தென் நீங்கள் ப்ராஜெக்ட் செட்டிங்ஸ் பண்ணால் ப்ராஜெக்டோட நேம், அந்த எந்த லொக்கேஷனில் அந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் ஸ்டோர் ஆகணும் அப்படின்னு நீங்கள் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அண்ட் தென் கிரியேட் ப்ராஜெக்ட் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா ப்ராஜெக்ட் கிரியேட் ஆயிடும். இதுதான் வந்து லிஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ப்ராஜெக்ட் என்னென்னலாம் கிரியேட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்கன்னு காட்டும். இப்போ நான் ஓப்பன் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கிறது ப்ராஜெக்ட் 2. இங்கே நேம் காட்டுது பாருங்க. ஸோ இதுதான் வந்து ஒரு எம்டி சீன். எம்டி சீன்ல 2 ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ் இருக்கும், கேம் ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ். இது வந்து லைட் சோர்ஸ், இது கேமரா. எல்லா கேம் ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டுக்கும் 3 ஆக்சஸ் இருக்கும். ஏன்னா 3 டைமென்ஷனல் XYZ. இது நீங்க எந்த ஆக்சஸ் வேணுமோ சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்கலாம் மேலேயும் கீழேயும். ஸ்கேல் வந்து அதோட சைஸ் இங்க பண்ணீங்கன்னா சேஞ்ச் பண்ணீங்கன்னா கேமரா சைஸை பெருசாக்கிக்கலாம். அண்ட் தென் இந்த பட்டன் அமைக்கினீங்கன்னா இது பேர் கிம்பிள்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ இது இந்த டைரக்ஷன் ரொட்டேட் பண்றதுக்கு எப்படி காட்டணும் அப்படின்னு இங்க பாருங்க. மெயின் கேமரா எப்படி ஆகும்னு காட்டுது. ஸோ கேம் ஆப்ஜெக்ட்னா இட்ஸ் பேசிக்லி a single object which has no interaction, like just இருக்கும் but it won't do anything. அதுக்கு you should add things like light or design to it later on. ஸோ இங்கே தான் வந்து லைக் எல்லா மாடல்ஸ்லாம் காட்டும், இங்கே வச்சிருக்க மாடல்ஸ் எல்லாம். இப்போ நீங்கள் பேசிக்லி இந்த சீனில் எந்த ஒரு மாடலும் இல்லை, ஸோ இம்போர்ட் பண்ணணும். இதில் மாடல்ஸ்லாம் இம்போர்ட் பண்ணி யூஸ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஸோ இப்போ நீங்கள் இன்கேஸ் கேம் ரன் பண்ணணும்னா இந்த கீ தான் வந்து உள்ளே போட்டு ரன் பண்ணுறதுக்கு. ஸோ சாம்பிள் கேம் காட்டும் போது உங்களுக்கு புரியும் என்னன்னு. ஸோ இவ்வளோதான் இன்னைக்கு பேசிக்ஸ் கற்றுக்கிறதுக்கு. Thank you. Now Shrutileka will be showing a demo game.
So before we start the demo game, today we are not going to use any kind of programming language to do this, because we are just going to use the input already inbuilt objects or assets, and tomorrow we'll be learning how to import assets from the net or from Unity store. So this way you don't have to be a computer student or know some particular programming language to do this. So anybody can do a game or a simple game using Unity. Unless you want to create an original game where you want to have your particular assets which you want to code, maybe then you have to learn programming languages. But right now you can just import some assets from the internet, or you can use the ones inbuilt in your Unity hub. So before we get into the sample program, I would like to give you an assignment, short assignment. I want you guys to list a few Unity games that are already existing, 2D and 3D, some of which you know. You can also Google it, and let's see how many people know this, and you can answer it in the chat box. Just give me few names. உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச யூனிட்டில பண்ண கேம்ஸ் எல்லாத்தையுமே நீங்க வந்து போடலாம். சி ஷார்ப் அதெல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க, பட் இப்போதைக்கு எதுவும் தேவை கிடையாது. நீங்க பாப்புலரா யூனிட்டி யூஸ் பண்ணி என்ன கேம்லாம் வந்திருக்கு இது வரைக்கும் தெரிஞ்சா யூ கேன் புட் இட் இன் த கமெண்ட் பாக்ஸ்.
Sajan, there is no best programming language. It's about which you are comfortable with.
In Unity, they use C sharp, but personally, it's up to you. If you are the creator of the game, it's up to you. You can use any language you are comfortable with. As of Unity, they use C sharp. Today, we are not going to make any game. We are going to see a sample game, and we are going to place assets or objects in a game. So tomorrow we'll be creating a game. We are going to import objects from the internet and see. Dhanush Kumar, Jarvis is very precious to be created, there's only one Jarvis. So actually graphics card is just for the rendering purpose and the visuals. It's just it's a boost. If you have the better the graphics card, the better the game will load faster, the game will be better. So you can do without a graphics card. I mean, but it will take a lot of time to render. நீ இன்னைக்கு கேம் பண்ணினா நாளைக்கு தான் உனக்கு ரெண்டர் ஆகும், அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும்.
தெரியுதா Lego game?
Viber, actually, to do a simple game, you don't have to know coding per se. Just you can use a inbuilt assets, and you can also import from the internet. You don't have to know some code or anything as of now, unless you want to create an original object, something very unique and something from your imagination. Then you might need. If you need to share your game in Play Store and all, you need license for that. For a simple game, you don't have to use codes and all. You can make a simple game, and if you have license, you can just publish it in Google Play or anything. But it won't be as unique as much. Like in Unity Hub, you already have Lego blocks, inbuilt assets, but anybody can make that. It won't be a unique game. You cannot expect your game to be as much as popular as any other game. So If it shows invalid, your username should be very unique. If it already exists, you cannot use that username. So make sure you have a unique username. Your full name can be anything. It doesn't have to be. It's up to you. But your username must be unique. And thank you for everyone who answered examples for Unity games. So thank you everyone, and very good job. Thank you for being interactive.
So if you have a slow CPU, this is what is going to happen. I have a i7 6th gen. So பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எவ்வளோ நேரம் ஆகுது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா
Blesson, what do you mean by limitations? Pondras that your processor is enough. You can use it. But make sure you have space in your laptop or your PC. Ajmal, for all gamers, game maker, will it take time? If you have good graphics card, it will take lesser time. If you have a bad graphics card, it will take more time. Blesson, you can create open world games in using this engine. You can make a game in Unity and upload in Google Play, but you need a license for that.
Vaibhav, there's an asset which supports Python for Unity. You have to buy it and use it along with Unity. It's actually free. The license is free if you're doing it for personal use. The Play Store license will cost around $25.
In Unity, as of now, there's a built-in example, built-in asset, which is Lego themed. If you want any other asset, you can download it from Unity store or from the internet. We'll see that tomorrow. So stay tuned. We'll see how we can import assets from the internet tomorrow.
Vaibhav, any career is good if you have interest in it and if you're consistent. So, if you want to know if game developers are in demand, yeah, if yes, so you can go for it if you are interested. Thanks, Yasser. Guys, please wait while the game loads.
This is exactly why we are requesting you to make sure that you have better graphics card or better processor, and make sure you have a SSD. Yeah, Shobit will show you the sample game is just taking time to load. I'm not aware of the name of particular pieces. Just make sure you have good specs in it, like the graphics card, processor, the same thing. Is career options available in game development or not? Yeah, there is high demand. Well, we all play games. We all know how much we like to play games and how new we want. So if you are interested in game development, please give it a shot. Learn more, experience. If you like it, it could be your career one day. There is demand, so you can go for it. So this is a sample game we are going to see today. So already there's objects placed, and you can see this character over here. So we are going, our camera will be focused on this character mainly. So when you click on the play button on top of the screen, your game will start. So we'll check it out once. Shakti, you can join in our college also. Our college is very good. So actually, they don't teach game development directly. First, in college, maybe you can take computer science course or something like that, and after that, it is up to you. After that, there will be multiple branches once you take computer science, and then you can go from there to what can I say, a database scientist, or you can become a game developer, and you can become what can I say, an entrepreneur or something like that. It's up to you. It's up to your skills and it's up to your choice. Will if you take computer science in school, it's very much helpful. Even if you're a biology student also, when you come to college, they will teach you coding, so it's not an issue. But if you have if you're strong in computer science in school itself, will be very much helpful for you. How can you start career in game development? Well, you have to learn about game development. Well, internet, you have all the necessary things you have to learn. Like first, you have to learn programming, of course. After learning programming, uh, you can take up courses like Coursera and everything. They will offer you some courses. You can learn from there also. After learning, you can apply for jobs. What's the difference between? Computer science engineering and computer science is the same actually. If you study in an engineering college, it's computer science engineering. As intelligent as Jarvis, you have to be you have to be stark. Okay. Okay. So take a look at the screen. As you can see, the game is not built properly. So when the player jumps, there is no way to reach the other platform, so he falls and dies. So what you can do now is you can stop playing the game and you can move the asset and you can make sure that the game is playable, or you can add a new asset to make sure the game is playable.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll go through it again. An asset is an object in your game. So most of the asset have an extension dot object. You can use it, and each and every block you see is almost like an asset. இப்போ ஒரு கார் கேம்ல கார் எடுக்கிறீங்கன்னா அந்த கார் ஒரு asset, ஒரு பிளாக் கேம்ல பிளாக் ஒரு asset, அந்த மாதிரி. So you can move the platforms, like click on the platform now. Yeah. So since it is a three-dimensional game, you can move it in 3 dimensions, X, Y, Z, and make sure that this game is playable. Make sure that is aligned so that when your character jumps, he can reach the other platform. This is a way, and you can also you can add a new asset to make sure that your character goes to the next stage. So if your game is not playable, then your character won't go to the next level, so your entire game is going to be a flop. So make sure that your game is playable. To develop a game like Free Fire, first of all, you need to know coding, because everything in Free Fire is unique asset. To create a unique game, you need to create unique assets. So you need to learn programming languages. Because it is a big game, it is an open world game, battle royale, so it will be very hard for you. How to change theme of Unity? There's no particular theme, it's up to your imagination. For today, we are going to take the sample game Lego. Tomorrow, it is up to your imagination. It's up to you. You can use a card game, or you can use a 2D game like Candy Crush. It's up to you. What type of programming languages? Actually, it's up to you. Whatever you're comfortable with, you can use. But in Unity, we use C#. Oh, you mean that theme? Okay. I guess you can go to the settings and you can change it to night mode, or you can make sure that it's in sync with your PC. If your PC is in dark mode, I think by default it will come in dark mode. If your PC is in white mode, and by default it will be in white theme. So now that we have changed the positions of the assets, we can see that our game is playable and that that our character can reach the next stage. So pause the game now. So in this inbuilt Lego set, under the assets, we can see prefab, which is already inbuilt Lego blocks. In that Lego behavior blocks, each block is programmed in such a way that each can do a specific task. For example, there's an elevator block which is already programmed so that when you place it on the block, you can it actually lifts you up. There are other blocks like hazard block, for example, if you place it somewhere and you move towards it, the hazard block will reduce your health, or it might instantly kill you. So each block is designed in such a way that each block has a specific task to do. For example, now we are going to go to the next level. Our character must go up. So we are going to use the elevator block. We are going to place it on the yellow square so that our player can go up. Now we can see that the platform is playable, and yeah, so using built-in Lego blocks, it is very easy to do, and you don't need to know any programming languages. And there's many behavior blocks uh, inbuilt in this game, so you can use anything you want. It's up to your imagination. You can create any game.
acceleration. Or
So when you click on your character, you can see in that inspector column or inspector tab, there's under movement, there's max forward speed, max backward speed, acceleration, jump speed, gravity, etc. So you can adjust your character's movement there. And there's also audio, like when your character jumps, it can make a specific sound. Some of the sounds are inbuilt, or if you need something unique, you can import that also. So, Blessing, I hope I answered your question. So we have reached the final stage. You can add a champion or a you can place an award or a champion block, which means once you reach that point, you have finished the game, that you have finished the round. So there are other behavioral blocks like timer trigger, touch trigger, which means if you near the block or if you touch the block will get triggered, and you can it does what it specifically asked to do. And there are pickup triggers, which is like if you want, if your game is going to have coins which your character has to pick up to complete that level, this pickup trigger or pickup block can help you design your game such way. And yeah, that's all. And under Lego models, Lego projectiles, under projectiles you can see guns and all sort of Lego projectiles side kila. Yeah. Under that there's arrow, cannon and laser beams. And under Lego minifigures, you can change your characters. There are a bunch of inbuilt characters already available. We need to write. No, you do not have to read and write in C# script. It is already available in the inspector. You just have to give in terms of numbers as of now. So you don't have to learn C# for that. You just give in terms of number to adjust the speed. How to search this in YouTube for reference? You can search Unity Hub tutorials if you want. Is it easy to create games like Sonic the Hedgehog Classic? You can create 2D games also. Is it easy to create games like Sonic the Hedgehog? If you have the right assets, maybe you can replicate the game. You have to download assets from the net for that. Maybe there are creators who have already created those assets. You can just download it and you can use it, and you can recreate your favorite games also. How to make game without using Unity? Can we make? Well, you need some sort of game engine to run your game. If not Unity, there are other engines like Unreal and all. So you can use that. Like BGMI uses Unreal Engine. So you need some engine. Can we create game in mobile? I don't think you can create a game in mobile because mobile phones don't have that much power. They are just small devices. So you need better laptops and PCs. All assets are available in Unity Hub. There are limitations in there's nothing like all assets. You can create your own asset also, and you can upload it in Unity Hub for others to download. Games like Stumble Guys, Fall Guys too are made in similar way like you made this game. Yeah, most of you can do Stumble Guys also. You can make platform games are much easier to make. You can add different scenes to it. You can add different levels to your game, and you can make sure that the game is playable and that you have and finally you have some winning block or a winning asset to complete the level. So any other doubts you might have? So comparatively, a 2D game is easier to make than a 3D game.
Muthu, it's advisable to have at least a 1650 graphics card, so it won't go obsolete after over time. அதாவது லைக் கொஞ்ச நாள் கழிச்சு லைக் கிராஃபிக்ஸ் கார்டுனால கஷ்டம் இல்லாம இருக்கும். 1650 வாங்கியிருக்கணும். அதே மாதிரி சிபியும் வந்து லேட்டஸ்டா இப்போ வர i5 10th ஜென் அந்த மாதிரி சீப்பரா இருக்கும். அதெல்லாம் ஏஎம்டி ரைசன்ல.
You can use Android Studios to make 2D games, but you need other game engines to make 3D games. But you can make simple games in Android Studio.
Vaibhav, actually you need a good CPU more than a GPU for rendering.
Do you guys have any other doubts? வேற யாருக்கா ஏதாவது டவுட்னா சாட் பாக்ஸ்ல போடுங்க. ஏதாவது தமிழ்ல சொல்லணும்னா கூட சொல்லுங்க.
Sorry, Vaibhav, actually you need a good GPU for rendering. I accidentally said CPU. So
if you guys have any other doubts downloading Unity, you can message in WhatsApp group. We will be sharing the PPT that we shared in today's session in WhatsApp group also. What will you do tomorrow? Tomorrow we are going to import assets from the internet or Unity Hub. There are other game developers who have made assets and they have uploaded their work in the internet. You don't have to know coding to use them. You can just import those assets and you can use it in your own game. So to create a game, you don't need you don't need to know programming. You can do without programming. but your game won't be as unique or as popular as other games. Yeah, tomorrow same time we'll start the session. Um, Thank you, Vaibhav. And if you guys have Unity already or you guys finished downloading it, you can try your own game using Lego, or it's up to you. If yeah, thank you. You can, as of now, the session is over. You can stay back for the quiz session, a fun-filled event. And if you have any other doubts, you can ask meanwhile. Anika, we are going to have a quiz program right now.
Hello guys, Indusha here. We hear that you're all having exams. So how's it going? And as you have all listened to this long session, worst. That's we are sorry to hear that, Surya. True, Ajmal. True. Okay, so here's a small quiz to know how much you have learned from today's session and also to slack off some heat from studying for the exams. We don't study for exams, we'll just portray we did and have a fun event. Okay, so I'll post a small quiz over here and winners are up for a small surprise. So everyone make sure you attend the quiz and also join with your own name. No nicknames, please. So I have posted the link in the chat box. Join fast, join all. Surprise has named surprise for a reason. We can't reveal it now, right?
Rupesh, I sense sarcasm in your comment. The only giveaway we are going to do today is knowledge. We have nothing else to do. Hello. Hello.
So can I start the quiz? I can really see small numbers.
Have you all joined the quiz? It's not going to matter if you win or lose. Even the winners, I don't know. There's a surprise. So loading, ma'am. Okay, okay.
Okay, we'll wait for you all. And also, even if you answer all the questions wrong, there's nothing to lose. You can get to know the answers. That's a benefit, right? Yes, Ajmal. Okay, we are going to start the quiz in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, great going, guys. We are really impressed.
Once you guys have finished the quiz, you can message in the chat box that you have finished.
So we are going to end the quiz. Does anyone have any objection? So okay, we are ending it, and here's the great reveal of results. And here is the top three: Blessing, Farshad Ahmed, and Shah Jahan. Congrats, you three, and also Yasser is in the fifth position, and John Shannon is in fourth position. Really great job, guys. I won't. This position is based on accuracy and time. You have all attempted the quiz, which is really great. Thank you for participation, and the winners will be receiving their surprise soon. And that's it. The quiz ends. That's the event. Thank you all for joining in your busy schedule. Being a student is really tough, and you are all doing it great. And please make sure you fill in the feedback form posted in the chat box, which will help us in giving you the certificates.